This is one way to gank top lane with freestyle cables. This is one way to get to bottom lane from the river real quick. If you split, push, and apply pressure to another lane, this would force somebody from the enemy to defend. And when that happens, their forces are divided and you can go to the lane where your teammates are and help them wipe out the heroes that remain in the lane. This is how to deal with enemies invading your jungle. The enemy roamer is babysitting the gold laner, so it might be safe to invade. But wait, there's still more. This is why it's very helpful to set your skill targeting setting to lowest HP. This is one way to gank bottom lane once you reach level 4. This is what happens when you let your guard down after a kill. This is one way to cable around the enemy base. This is how to deal with Rogue Natalia.
Initiate retreat. Initiate retreat. You have slain an enemy.
This is how to gank bot from the river. This is why you shouldn't be greedy because you'll always have another opportunity later on. This is the reason why it might be helpful not to recall right away, especially during a turtle dance. This is why it pays to be safe sometimes.
Legendary.
When ganking, don't be distracted by the tank. This is how to reach your enemy at top lane when starting from your second tower. Try not to be caught in between the turtle and the enemy heroes. Always try to target the back rank. Once the MM is gone, it's easier to push. When the enemies are ahead, they tend to let their guard down. This is how to reach bottom lane with just 4 cables from your red buff. This is why learning simple cables is important.
Legendary.
This is why you should track the enemy jungler at the beginning of the game. If you make a mistake, always blame it on your internet connection. Then show what you can really do. This is a simple way to fight a top lane near the crab. This is a series of simple straight cables towards the enemy base. If your teammate is in a position to secure a kill on a low HP hero, then move on to the next target. In late game, it doesn't matter who kills the enemy as long as you secure the game. You can regen loads of energy if you continually hit the enemy with your cables. This is why you should always look at your minimap in whatever you do. This is one way to gank top lane after getting your purple buff. This is another way to gank top lane after getting your purple buff. Which one has better sustain, Fanny or Ruby? Once the damage dealer is gone, it's easier to deal with the tank. This is why you shouldn't go in blind. Despite a very chaotic teamfight, always target the damage dealer. This is a long sequence but definitely worth the watch. But wait, there's still more. This is a Fanny freestyle at mid. When you thought that there's only one hero but everybody's here. You can actually practice your base defense cables in-game. This is what happens when Fanny gets banned and you want to test out your King of Fighter Cho. This is like any action movies where the enemies come to the MC one at a time instead of coming all together. This is the roamer I wish I had whenever I play jungler, especially Fanny. It's so easy to be obsessed in tunnel vision over one target, but if a better target comes, then you can switch over to it. Sometimes you need to pick your battles and go all in. This is one way to gank top lane and secure the gold crab at the same time. This is when a simple Retribution kills two birds with one stone. You can still do freestyle even without purple buff. You can surprise any enemy at mid from this angle. This is a way to deal with invades on your red buff. You need to be careful with Melissa's ult in tight spaces. When Melissa already used up her ult, you don't have to worry about tight spaces. You have to be patient in dealing with Melissa's ult. As long as there's no damage dealer, you can shred tanks with simple cables. Here's a freestyle cable at mid. This is how to deal with marksman in early game. If she gets too strong, don't fight alone or just change to another target. You can still contribute to team fights even without purple buff. This is when the enemy roamer is easier to kill than the marksman. This is a good spot to cable from and enter river fights. This is how to exert dominance on your enemies. There's a good spot just outside the enemy base where you can start your cables going inside the enemy base and freestyling. This is what happens when a Fanny main plays Franco. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe it's better to zone out Sicilian so that he'll miss some creeps. You can take advantage when the enemy gets ahead and gets too cocky.
Our turret has been destroyed. Our inhibitor turret is under attack.
Sometimes, no matter how well you play, you might end up losing. That's part of the process. If you see your teammates split pushing, all you need to do is to stop the enemies from recalling back to their base.
Victory!
You can use this straight cable to surprise enemies hiding behind their towers. Sometimes you have to change target mid-air. This is one way to gank top lane. Learn when to stop chasing. Don't be distracted by the tank. This is what happens when you are defending your base but you don't want to hit the enemy Argus while he's using his ultimate. This is one way to poke enemies to discourage them from entering your base. This is why you need to avoid being knocked up by the Lord. This is a very chaotic base defense.
Under attack. Legendary!
Everything here is essentially begging you to invade. Gusion has no dash yet, the enemy roamer is babysitting the gold laner, your roamer is here, the XP laner is rotating towards mid, and Kagura doesn't have any CC skills yet. This is what happens when your teammates feed your enemy. This is a straight cable from base to mid. This is what happens when Fanny is banned and you just watch some Lituzawa videos. This hero is very hard to kill, especially with no ult challenge. When you can't fly anymore, let the real bird finish the job. This is a chaotic teamfight at top lane. Did you know that straight cables can do double damage? This is a freestyle cable by the river area. Guinevere has no retry, yet she tried to steal it from her jungler. This is how to secure first blood in mid lane. You can invade the enemy blue from this bush. If your energy is low and you can't find the enemy, just go back to base. If the enemy used up all their CCs, you can just go all in. This is one way to freestyle at mid. Use the straight cable from the base to your purple buff. Don't be greedy, know when to retreat, especially when the enemy still have their CCs and stuns. This is one way to assassinate enemies just outside your mid turret. Cyclops wants to do it again. This is how to freestyle from this bush to enemies at mid. Once you get the marksman, it's easier to deal with the roamer. If you use simple cables to conserve energy, you can do more in team fights. This is a conservative freestyle at mid. This is what happens when Fanny is banned and you haven't played Granger for a long time, even before the revamp.
First blood.
This is how to gank bottom lane from the river. This is a freestyle cable to defend your mid lane turret. I'm not even mad at that. This is what happens when Fanny rides Johnson. If you want to learn Fanny, I made the ultimate Fanny guide just for you, so click the links and see you there.